I'm Melissa with Fashion Mingle, and I'm here with fashion designer Runa, who's just flown in from India to tell us about her latest project. Runa, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me over, Melissa.
I met you years ago at New York Fashion Week. You've shown New York Fashion Week about 3 times?
3 times.
Yeah.
In 2016, it was when I conceived the private label Runa, which I thought had to do with something with reduction of carbon footprint. That was my first idea. So since you've always been one of my favorite people at all the shows, you've seen all of them. So my first one was with reduction of carbon footprint using origami. So we had a lot of folds that were incorporated and there was no stitching done in the garment. So it was completely avant-garde, yes, but the entire thesis was that there was no stitching. So when you reduce the stitching, you just had the entire garment folded but still stayed by just a few stitches. The second one was where I tried to reduce digital print and use the natural resources which we could probably, get the garment printed from and dyed from. So they were like natural dyes, they were like the plant prints, they were like leaves and everything I could probably find on the wayside in India, and that was my third collection. The recent collection which I showcased in Tokyo was to do where the garments should be given back to the planet, because as a designer I think it's important that you keep the end in mind. So before starting off a process, you understand where your product is going to end up, and once you have that in mind, it's easier for you to design the product. So I worked with a few mills and a few textile designers where they've come up with certain filaments which biodegrade rather quickly when in soil, and this, when you're done with the garment, you need to know how you just cut it up. You have like a burlap sack, you put it in the soil, you have the seeds and it just grows. This is one option. The other option that was done is where we collect these garments back from the people once they're done with it. Like say you're done with it like for 5 years now. We take them back and we put them through these beaters, we convert them into paper and infuse them with seeds.
Oh wow!
So that is again used in the fashion industry.
Wow, that is so cool.
So there's an entire cycle, so it never dies. It's
Yes.
just like the continuous. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for making this a commitment. Thank you for your concern about the future and our children so that we can have a better planet.
Thank you so much for listening.